Judd Trump, Neil Robertson, one man, and get their hands on the Shanghai Masters trophy and a cheque of £200,000. And unfortunately, one man will be very, very disappointed. Welcome to a best of 21 frames. This is the Shanghai Masters final. Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to one of the more special episodes of Snooker 19. It's time for part 14 of season 3 of the series and part 131 of the series as a whole. And today we begin the Shanghai Masters final in season 3 against Judd Trump. But before we get into any of that, let's have a look at a few stats. Let's have a look at our season so far and how it has gone up to this point. So we've played in 4 tournaments so far. This is our 4th tournament. As you can clearly see, this is by far our best tournament. We went out of the 2 ranking events that we've played in so far fairly early on. We went out of the Kaspersky Riga Masters to Kyron Wilson in the last 16 and went out of the Portland Classic in the quarter-final to Ding Junhui. We did beat Ronnie O'Sullivan in the last 16, however. And then in the 6 Reds World Championship, we managed to come over a group of Joe Perry, Lucas Kleckers and Robbie Williams. We also beat David Gilbert in the last 16 before finally succumbing to Jack Lazowski in the quarter-final. But today, we have a chance to win our first silverware of the season, our first ever Shanghai Masters against the Judd Trump. It's our first final since Season 2 Gibraltar Open, which we unfortunately lost to Mark Selby, which means it could well be our first tournament win since the shootout in Season 2 where we beat John Higgins by 1 frame to 0. And it's also a chance for revenge after last year's Shanghai Masters ended in defeat for us, 11 frames to 6 to Mark Selby. So just a reminder as well as how we have got here, how we got to the final. Well, we've played 4 games up to yet. We had to take part in the last 24 to get here, where we had 8 Chinese players in the round as well as 9th to 16th in the rankings. We got drawn against Van Seng-hee and we beat him by 6 frames to 0. In the last 16 we got drawn against someone else from China. We got drawn against the Dragon, Ding Junhui. It was a close game in the end, considering we led by 3-1 at the mid-session interval, and that ended 6 frames to 4. It was a slightly easier match against the Pistol, Mark Allen. We beat him by 6 frames to 2. But in the last 3 episodes, we have had a titanic battle against the Welsh potting machine, Mark Williams. And in a best of 19, we won the decider to set up this final against the Judd Trump. So let's have a look now at how we've gotten against Judd Trump in games we've played in the past. Well, there's been a lot of them, hence why I've had to change this layout of the screen a little bit just to fit them all in. This is our 9th match against Judd Trump. Surprisingly, we only had 2 matches against Judd Trump in Season 2, and they all ended in victory for us. We beat him by 4 frames to 0 in the Dafabet Masters semi-final, and also beat Judd Trump by 3 frames to 1 in the Coral Players Championship. However, in Season 1, it was 4-2 to Trump in terms of the games we played against him. Now, the only final we've took part in against Judd Trump was indeed our first ever final in the Oppo International Championships, and we lost that in a decider. We also lost in the Champion of Champions semi-final by 3 frames to 0. However, we clawed that competitive record back in the Scottish Open and Dafabet Masters. However, Judd Trump then beat us in 3-0 whackings in those Coral Players Championships and Gibraltar Open tournaments. But today, it's a new game, it's a new chance, and this should be a brilliant final. I am really excited for it. It's been a long time, in fact. Well, it's been a long time. Of course, this is going to be our longest episode, or set of episodes in terms of the amount of frames in the match, since the Mark Selby match all the way back in Season 2 at this very tournament. I'm very excited. First player to 11 frames. We're going to play 6 frames on today's episode, another 6 frames on the next episode, and then the final session will include us playing until the end, so a maximum of 9 frames that be.
It's been a great week of snooker here at the Shanghai Masters, and we're ready for the final.
And whoever wins this final will have beaten all of the leading players in the world.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Judd Trump to break.
So the players have shook hands, had their greetings from the crowd at Shanghai, and it is time for Judd Trump to break off in the first frame of a maximum of 21. I really hope you guys are looking forward to this, as I am as well. Today won't decide anything, but it could go a long way towards making a difference. Not the best break off there from Judd Trump, and here's a chance for us to get on the black.
No doubt.
Great start.
Really nice opening red.
1.
I was hoping for that to go a little bit better.
8.
However, I think it's worth a punt, and you're going to leave this one on.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Good pot. It's there.
Tremendous shot.
Great cueing there.
However, we have
Nice.
overdone it a little bit for the black. Is there a gap for the pink? I think there is. I think this pink goes. Oh, it's tricky to tell. If you look, ooh, there's a gap, definitely, for this pink. Who would have predicted that? Yep, it goes.
I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
Yeah, I'm not either.
15.
Completely misjudged the spin of that, in all truth. I'm just going to play off the reds and try and get this cue ball onto the black cushion.
Neil
It's not a bad
Robertson.
shot, that won't hurt.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue.
Some
ball
good shots.
right against the
First off, it was going to be tricky from that opportunity to do it in one frame, wasn't it? One visit. So
He's looking to get the cue ball safe and tight to the cushion here.
need a bit of support from the bulk. Nice shot. Is he going for this? No, just playing the safety on it. Not a bad shot. Keeps everything safe.
He's looking for the safety again. Who will make the first mistake?
Again, nothing's been split just yet. An interesting safety battle in this frame. But a good start for us. Just going with that red that was loose. Ooh. Nice. Looks like I'll be changing my controller batteries then. Throughout this. Ooh, it's hit the red. And that is the first mistake. We've let a chance for Judd Trump.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
If you do go on to enjoy this first session though, please make sure to leave a like down below. It really helps, especially on these finals, because in theory, out of all the episodes in the series, I mean, there's been 131 up to now. There's only maybe been 10, possibly, where I've played finals, and those are the ones where we're most likely to pick up the most amount of traction and get some long-term viewers in. So it'd be great if you guys, if you do enjoy, do leave a like. So it really does mean a lot, and helps the video in the search rankings and all the other YouTube algorithms, which I'm sure you're not interested in. You've come here for the snooker, but that's my little bit of promotion. Ooh, he was off to a good start there, Judd Trump, but he missed the red.
From 11.
He's left a half chance. A little bit awkward on the cushion, but just going to
Pot. Come
play this with not too much pace. And it's there.
What a pot! Amazing.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
But really, if you look at the position, nothing really goes after this unless we whack the reds open, which in this first frame I'm not all that comfortable in doing. So I think we just play this up to the... We might as well pot the yellow. Then we can just play the safety.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
It's 2 points that are on.
Well, he lost control of the
Then we
cue
can just
ball
flick
there.
off the red. There was
I'm
no
annoyed with that.
attempt of getting on a red there. As I said before, unless we were really going to go for something bold, nothing was going to go. Just a case of getting this back up to the bulk. So bizarre start to this final, a very cagey first frame. Nobody really getting in it so far, and I think that both players are a bit worried about opening up the reds.
Three.
But we've got a 7-point advantage at the moment. Judd Trump needs a little bit of help from this bulk cushion. And has he got it? The answer is no. I fancy this long pot.
He fancies this red.
It's there.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
It's finished a bit awkward here.
One.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Yeah. I just can't go for that pink. Don't feel confident in it. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, it doesn't look too bad. It's not bad at all.
Six.
That wasn't bad at all. Nice shot. Fortune always favours the brave. Well, sometimes favours the brave. Plays for an element of safety if this doesn't go right, but it's a nice pot.
Seven.
We've actually got a nice angle for the blue down to the corner pocket, so I think it's probably worth going for. This needs to go in though.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
It's a real nice shot and just seemed like the obvious shot to play.
12.
Couldn't not go for that. So we are in the first serious opportunity in this frame. I think we've looked good so far. Still plenty of this frame to play out though. Not all over yet.
19.
Can't decide what I want to do here. Plenty of opportunities, just depends what best one of them is. I think unfortunately the pink won't go to the bottom pocket. That would be a nice opportunity if we could screw back off the red and go for the pink. There could be a gap. Unfortunately there's not though. That's a shame. That red was a little bit close for comfort. But it went.
20.
Need to avoid too many of those.
$25.
Certainly going to be some tension in this final. Know that much. But we're striking well at the moment. Not as well as I'd have hoped for the pink particularly.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre.
Oof, nice.
What a top pot that was.
Excellent cueing.
32.
Well, it's excellent cueing, but we've not exactly left ourselves anything easy.
He's taking this red on.
Am I really comfortable with playing with that much side? I think we're going to have to be. We've missed the pot. Well,
Neil Robertson. 32.
in hindsight, that was a little bit of a bad decision.
No problem there.
Always the risk of a problem. So Judd Trump now has a chance.
5.
We should have done that when we had the opportunity.
6.
Can be so tricky with those side shots, because of course you need the accuracy.
11.
So over 10 minutes into this frame and no resolution just yet.
12.
So he's 27 behind after this blue.
17.
He'll be 22 behind with 43 left on the table.
Well positioned for the green.
18.
So Neil Fold seems to think that he's playing the green. No, he's going one less. He's going for the yellow.
Well, that's not
And he's
ideal.
mucked that position up.
Finished in a great position, that's for sure.
20.
That's not going to have the legs at all.
Judd Trump.
Feel like there was an element of safety involved there. And there definitely was. And he's got a decent snooker. It's going to be awkward. But I feel like pot is probably the best thing to go for.
He needs to be wary of underhitting this.
We've underhit that. We've hit the blue. So is he going to put us back?
He'll be
We'll try this
disappointed with
tight
that shot,
pot.
I think.
Foul and a miss.
I think he's going to go for the
Good try.
tight pot. He is. Great pot. Where's the cue ball? Would you believe it?
Well, the ball's in his court, so to speak. Let's see what he decides to do here.
Can you believe
Elected to
that?
play on here.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a howler from Judd Trump. Went from the pot and completely bottled it. This isn't easy though
it
to the middle.
goes. Half a chance here.
It's there though. Not great on the
Careless.
green though. Definitely not.
2.
Bit of a hit and hope here really. Not much more we can do.
He just needs the green here.
Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. And it's there.
Tremendous pot. Brilliant.
Sometimes you just need to have a bit of
A
faith.
real way for his opponent to win the frame
Taking
down.
my inner George Michael in there.
Well, an
And
excellent
barring
pot.
snookers,
And
that mistake from
effectively
Judd
shuts
Trump
out his opponent
means
in this frame.
that we take
9.
frame 1. Wow. Great frame. Plenty of twists and turns.
Playing for the middle pocket.
But we're looking pretty good here. Yes, a few mistakes
20.
that can be ironed out. But all that matters in this frame
This is a
is that
challenging
we
shot
get the
along
1
cushion.
point on the board. And it's 1-0.
27. And the first frame, Neil Robertson.
And that is the frame. Well played.
So he's opened up a 1-frame gap and will be looking to apply some pressure on his opponent in this frame.
I did feel going for that red would have been a big shot. It would have either opened up the rest of the table for a frame-winning clearance, or it could have been a mistake. I feel like the cautiousness of our play... it's cheeky, innit, to say cautiousness. I feel like I would have put him back if it was in our position, because it was a bit of an awkward one. It's going to be tricky to get the ball safe anyway. That's for certain. Not a great opportunity here, so we're just going to get the ball back to the ball cushion. Because far too
A
often,
really tough shot.
yeah,
Hasn't
we've
worked out
mucked
all
that
that
up.
well.
Sometimes aggressive is probably the best way to go, and Judd has potted that red, but I just need to reconnect my controller. So I might as well do it while we're here. Apologies that you can't see Judd Trump's break at the moment. He has potted the blue, I can see.
As you like.
Just a USB connector, so bear with. Yeah, I said last episode that
The right corner pocket.
perhaps we ought to... this will ever bloody connect. Go for the cautious shot a little bit sometimes. If there's not the opportunity to open up the reds, then maybe we ought to just hang back and go for the safety. But maybe based on that, aggression is probably our best shot. It looks like from all the audience reactions that Judd Trump is not doing a bad job in this break, so... Here we are, we're on now. It's just 2 reds and 2 blues so far. Ooh, he's got the black
13.
stuck. I don't really know how that happened.
18.
I can't see a solution to play the black for a while. Guess it's just the red that's behind it. As we look at it, it's going to be the problem. But how do you pot that?
19.
Surely there's no angle from here. You wouldn't have thought so, would you?
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Nice yellow.
21.
Good square.
Ah, nice shot.
Really opened the table
Nice
up here.
shot.
22.
That's how you get on the black.
That's a top shot. Well played.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
29.
Playing for the middle pocket.
Yeah, I bet so. I thought the position was a bit off there. He couldn't get on any of those reds, so I'm
Tremendous
guessing this
pot.
has got to be the blue and split.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
30.
No.
35.
That we can get for that red. That's the split we were looking
He'll be
for.
lucky if he's not anything here.
Might well get 2 reds. Oh, not quite. Doesn't quite get the double on that one. So blue again here. He's liked the blue so far this frame. Taken our sort of mentality and philosophy.
Oh, wonderful.
But he's
shot.
looking good to bring this back to 1 each.
42.
Could well very much be a similar vein to the match against Mark Williams. The main aim, really, is to avoid being behind at the end of this session. Be at least level at 3 each. That's the aim.
47.
Which, of course, is what happened in the Mark Williams match. Pretty well until the end. Yes, he had a 2-frame advantage at a few points, but...
51.
Generally speaking, I was a bit worried. Very worried. But most of the match we were in it. And obviously we ended up winning it in the end. So a break of 51 from Judd so far. Surely he's got to go for this red. I can't think of any other red that he'd be thinking of unless he was going for a safety. No, going for the red. Thought so.
52.
Got to be the... I'd say it's got to be the pink here. I don't see how he can get the position from the blue. Although my positional play is pretty weak, so Judd Trump might do something wacky. So he's playing the blue. Let's have a look how he gets on. Just a nice and soft shot. Yeah, simple enough. Doesn't need a hell of a lot more to win this frame.
Relatively easy.
58.
So there's 4 reds on, which are 59.
No problem there.
So that blue does it.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
So a good visit from Judd Trump.
4.
Just highlights the amount of great play that we're going to see in this final and what calibre we have to be to keep up with it.
Tremendous potting.
But I think based off the last frame we have got that. I don't think we're going to be a fool in this final.
73.
Judd Trump probably the best player on form at the moment. Mark Sarby seems to have split a little bit. The world champion in game. And he's edging ever closer to becoming number 1 in the rankings. Only half a 100,000 off, so 50,000 off.
77.
Half 100. I don't know why I said half 100, but whatever. But yeah, he's just going to play the safety there, is he? So we'll concede the frame. A cracking break of 77 from Judd Trump. And that ends 1 frame apiece. I always worry when I concede a frame that I'm going to concede the match.
Fascinating contest.
Because there is literally no way of going back from that.
Just when you think one player is starting to dominate, there's an immediate comeback. Great stuff.
So that's 2 frames. It's 1 frame apiece. Judd Trump to break all over again. There's a chance this time. Like the look of that.
This really is tricky.
That's an excellent opening red.
Great pot. We tried to line it up for the black. Have we?
One.
Well done. Yep. Oh, unbelievable.
Sure why he played it like that.
Unfortunate that we just clipped off the reds. We didn't manage to get on any of them. That's a real shame. So I guess it's shot to nothing here.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Oh, we've hit the black. Oh, and the cue ball's gone in. Well, I suppose there was always that danger
Foul.
if we hit the black.
8. Judd Trump.
We're starting to get a little bit dangerous now, is the way I'd describe it.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
And Judd Trump gets the red, but where's his position going to come from? Have to be a long pot. Going to go for the pink.
That's a top shot.
He's playing very well here.
I think it might be time to worry early on because we've played a few silly shots
Pop
there.
this into the right corner.
8.
Tricky shot here.
That was tricky. I'd have just played a safety at that point.
13.
So going for the red on the cushion.
Challenging pot.
These
on
are
the
always
cushion
fraught with a
here.
bit of danger. Playing with a lot of left-hand side and he's missed it.
Judd Trump. 13.
But it was a shot to nothing because he was never going to leave it on. So good tactics there from the Juggernaut. And I think, if I'm right, if we come off the cushion, then surely we're not going to hit the red. Yeah, didn't think so. Oh, we didn't want to hit the blue. We've left another chance.
That's not ended well. Tough shot, but not what he was hoping for.
Oh, we've left the red. Well,
Excellent pot.
we need to be careful that we don't lose our way. It's very early on in the final, but last year, in the first 8 frames, I seem to remember it might have been 7. Mark Selby was 6-1 up. And from there, is there really a comeback? We really want to avoid that. We don't want that to happen again.
4.
We've got to this final for a reason. We've played some great snooker. We've beaten Mark Williams, Mark Allen, Ding Junhui.
What a top shot that is.
All very
He
respectable
really
players.
looks in fine form at the moment.
So we need to believe that we deserve to be here and start playing the snooker that has
What a
got us to the
beautiful pot that
final.
is.
Well,
But for the moment,
played
in
that
this
any
frame at
better.
least,
Superb position
we are
shot.
resigned to our seat.
10. 16.
Can't change the past.
He's going for the left
We
corner
can
pocket.
influence, however, the next shots that we play.
17.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
But he's not going to do it in one. Oh, that blue, red might go. That red might go to the middle.
He's lining this up into the left centre pocket.
Nice pot.
25.
So here, I would suggest, comes the big split shot. Wasn't such of a
He would
big
have hoped for
split.
a better split there.
A little bit unfortunate. Is he going to go for the pot? The answer's no. So here's the part of the frame we can influence. And Judd Trump has not played the best safety there.
He's going for it.
Great pot.
He would have hoped for a better split there.
I don't see how the split could have been any better. I'm very happy with that. It's static.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on. Brilliant shot.
6.
This is no gimme.
What a wonderful pot.
Could we possibly steal this frame?
7.
It's not been in it. Still a long way to go.
13. 14.
Very early on in the match, but these sorts of frames where
Nice
it
in
can
position
twist
for the red.
20.
and turn. You need to win these cagey frames. There's nothing you can do about it when there are frames when your opponent is just at the table
21.
knocking reds in. There's no influence you can have there. However, when you've got a chance, you've got to take it. Especially in a final.
28.
Give myself the option here to either play the black or the pink.
29.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
He'll be disappointed with that.
35.
Unfortunate. However, we've not left anything on. Good safety.
He's played that very well.
Neil Robertson.
Was going to think about going for the pot. Didn't fancy it in the end. And it was a good way to get out the snooker from Trump.
No penalty points. But
Got out of it.
On here.
And as David Hendon says, no penalty points. But he might just, without his consent, concede the frame.
Well, a big turnaround in this frame. This has been a good comeback.
Some great snooker being played at the moment. I'm really enjoying this.
8.
Tricky pot along the cushion
Won't
here.
jinx anything just yet.
And in it goes.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
So if we can pop this green.
This is being played.
Pick green?
towards
I don't know
the
what
middle
planet
pocket.
I'm on sometimes. If we can pop this pink, we'll be 9 ahead, I think I'm correct in
Wonderful
saying.
shot.
15.
Yep, 9 ahead with 27 left on the
Just colours to
table.
go.
So just the colours to go to steal this frame from Judd Trump. What a turnaround this would be.
Green.
17. 20.
So if we get the brown, all that Judd Trump can force is a respot.
24.
And it's blue for the frame.
So this pot will leave his opponent in snookers required. That's a beauty.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
29.
What an excellent comeback this has been. Really happy with myself. That's just a confidence
35.
boost we needed. Generally did not think in any way that we could get back into this frame. But truly we did it in style. And with 2 separate breaks, we lead in the Shanghai Masters final once again. It's 2 frames to 1.
He's got a 1 frame advantage now, and will be looking to build on that lead by taking this next frame.
He has, but it's only a slender lead.
Thank you, the 4th frame. Neil Robertson to break.
That break off's absolutely fine. Doesn't leave anything on. And an equally safe shot from Judd Trump. Back on the bulk cushion, not quite, but Perfectly safe. Ooh. Did hit that middle jaw. That did affect the shot. Ooh, you lucky bugger. Will that red just drop in? We can get to it, but I don't think we can get a potting angle on it. God, that's tight. Now, of course, we could if we play with side, but, well, you'll see my previous side record was rubbish. But he's played a very good shot there because it just means we can't get to this. This is one of the most awkward shots I think we're going to be faced with in this final. Doesn't hurt to play with a little bit of side, I guess.
The success of this shot is reliant on perfect pace. That's
Nice
a
pot.
good opening red. 1.
Really nice opening pot.
Needs to strike this well. No doubts about his power after that shot.
He looks
I
very
think
sharp at the moment.
that there's a red on.
6.
I thought right.
This should be straightforward enough.
There we go. I was glad we knocked the red out of the way.
7.
Bit of a risk. Played off though. That's come a bit too high.
Nicely done.
Has it?
14.
Yeah. I don't fancy that pot in a million years. So again, we're going to retreat to the bulk. That'll do.
That's what he was after. Nicely played.
That will do. Lovely.
Neil Robertson.
So you've got the snooker. And he's opened up the reds. Has he left a chance? He certainly has.
Not the result he was looking for.
It's funny how this match can change, isn't it? How this game can quickly change who's on
Who
top.
would have predicted that? Truly remarkable shot.
I wouldn't call it remarkable. It actually wasn't what we were going for, funnily enough. We were going for the blue, but that didn't work out as we wanted, did it? So but it's amazing, isn't it, how we were talking about we need to get our act together.
7.
And if Judd hadn't have missed in that frame, we'd have probably been talking about that now. Because we wouldn't have had the chance. But we got the chance, we took it. And we're on top here.
Position
Just give
that's
that a good
for
whack
colour.
because wanted to get out of there. Seemed a
8.
precarious situation. And the pink, luckily, will go.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. Great shot.
He's lost the cue ball a touch.
I was waiting for that from Neil Folds. It's like his catchphrase now, isn't it? He doesn't say anything else. Tricky
Looking
shot
to
along the
run
cushion.
this along the cushion.
It's there though, good pot.
Tremendous shot.
That's ended up more awkward than he would have wanted.
50.
Oh, near folds, near folds. I do agree. This is awkward. Particularly to get on a red.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's an excellent pot.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
21.
Red's the top pocket I'm going to go for here.
He's looking to pop this into the
Come
left
on, red,
corner
be
pocket.
nice.
No issues there.
Cracker.
Great cueing.
22.
I think black might block our way in here. Might just be a little bit too straight. No, can't get with that red. Wow, this is, again, very awkward shot. I don't think anything goes apart from this one red. And we're right, so we need to figure out how we're going to get on that. And that sort of shot is probably our best way to do it. So it's going to be a tight pot, but I think it's probably one worth taking on.
27.
Equally, there's this pot that we just shown. But I think for the good of this frame, it's best to get this one out of the way. It's tricky, it's a risk, but it's there. Because we hit that very thin, the cue ball's not in the best position.
28.
Need this brown to go. Again, another risk.
He's playing the pot here. That's a top shot.
Nice
Well
pot. I thought that was going to miss there. I thought we'd overdone it.
Well here.
Actually, we nearly underdid it, so...
32.
Bet we've lost the
He's
cue
left that
ball a
little
touch,
bit
haven't
more
we?
tricky than he would have liked.
33.
To be fair, we are right now.
He's playing the pot here. In it goes.
What a
Good recovery, that.
pot.
39.
Feeling good here. Don't want to feel too good, though. Don't want to get cocky.
40.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
That black's a pain.
46.
Really is. We're going to be in a spot of bother because of it. But how many are left on the table? So we've got 5 reds after this. This one. So there'll be 35, 49. Be 56. Hang on. 67 left on the table. Is that right? 35. Yeah. Hang on. 35, 43, 51, 59, 67. Right. Okay. To get the red and the pink, and he can only force a respot. Obviously, he can get snookers. Is there anything we can play here? I guess we could try and play the black to the top pocket, but it's a risk. But I think because of how close we are to winning this frame, it's probably one worth taking.
Would have wanted that under better control, really.
47.
I don't think he's going to come back
So
from
he
this.
just needs to pop the black.
Come on, black. No. However, we've not left anything on. So Judd Trump,
Neil Robertson.
61 behind, 67 remaining. What can he do to put us in a spot of bother? Not really bothered if that didn't go in, just didn't want to leave it.
He'll be pleased with that.
Jammy git.
So, just the red required here.
Not a bad shot to nothing that, was it? I just thought, as you could see, we'd get the cue ball safe.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
And barring snookers, we now lead by 2.
Lots of power on this shot.
What a top pot that was.
Five.
So unless we make a real mistake here, this confirms that our first objective of the session has been met. Hang on. No, we're okay. Thought we might have snookered ourselves there. Wasn't the best shot, admittedly.
Tricky pot coming up.
That black's been a pain in the backside all frame. Glad to get rid of it there.
13.
It's just the fact that this has been a 2-0 frame.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
That makes it even better.
That's a top shot.
14.
Two frame advantage might not mean much this early on, sure. But retaining that could be really important.
21.
Might as well just use the experience, use the chance we got at the table to build more and more experience, more and more confidence.
22.
He's looking at the pot into the left middle.
Overhit that slightly.
28.
Now if this was the last 16 game or whatever, I'll probably say, right, I'll get my skills up and then I'll see you in the next frame. But
29.
in this match, nah, we can't do that. Not missing any of the action.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? Tremendous shot.
34.
Just the colours left now.
I think you can tell that because I'm not talking a lot, I really am concentrating. And while we're riding this good wave, it's worth taking the most out of it that we can. Not great there, though.
39.
Luckily doesn't mean anything. Might as well go for just an opportunistic
Going
one.
to the left corner pocket.
Nice. Very nice. Although we have overplayed that. And play the blue to the top pocket there. Not too much of an issue.
43.
Funnily enough, couldn't be straighter on it to the top pocket. That was the plan all along.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
48.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
It's been awesome, this has. Yes, 2 separate visits again. Not quite do it in 1 visit, but does it matter? Not really. That clearance of 60
Clearance. Amazing.
leads to a victory. Calm down.
And the
A 2-frame advantage. It's 3-1 now, and we go in at the mid-session interval. We will go in at least 3 each. But given it's 3-1 at the moment, it would be great to go in better than that at 4-2.
Trump to break.
Or even 5-1. where's that red going? You know, more power. That might have gone in. We've actually given Judd Trump a chance. Again, you know, is it just worth us playing aggressive from those shots? It does make you think, doesn't it?
1.
Because when we try to play safe, it never goes right. And to be fair, a bit more power on that, and that would have gone in probably.
6.
But we're not giving him a massive chance. He's got to build this for himself.
14.
No bailouts from us. Didn't fancy that though.
14.
So unless we want to take on a 14 ball plant, we'll just get this back up to bulk. And we've played that quite hard actually. That was poor. Very poor. God.
Not really.
When we're great, we're great. When we're crap, we are rubbish. However, still only the 2 reds left on, and that one red is a bit of a nightmare. But this could be the big shot. I feel like this could be the break shot, the one where he splits the reds. Nope. Playing that red on the cushion. Maybe the next black could be that one where he splits them open. A fairly similar shot to what he missed in that second frame.
Well,
if I remember right, or first. Potted it now though.
9.
How's he going to get on a red from here? Playing the pink. And then what?
15.
Well, that wasn't great.
Judd Trump. 15.
Interesting. Don't hit the jaw. Oh, well. You know how these games can change? Yeah.
Well, he's left an opportunity here.
No comment. When everything's going for your boy, it is. And then it just doesn't.
I can't see any
Wow.
problems here.
1.
Can't take it to heart. It happens. It's a potential 21 frame match. Sometimes you can't do some...
6.
You know, you can't do anything about the odd miss and odd mishap.
7. 14. 15.
So this could be a 2-0 frame.
20.
But for Judd Trump. Really enjoyed this so far.
21.
I hope you have too. I'm really loving the longer matches. I'll tell you what, when we go to play the China Championship next, oh, it's going to be such a come down, isn't it?
He's playing for the right corner here.
I mean, that is a ranking event. This
24.
isn't. And ranking event's what we're looking for this year, but goodness me. Shanghai Masters.
27.
Imagine. So, gonna have another chance, potentially.
5.
Oh!
Judd Trump. 27.
Ooh.
Neil Robertson. 4.
Wow.
Decision time here.
Wow, wow,
Playing
wow.
on from this position.
That was a strange shot. How odd. Come on, yellow. Come on, yellow. Come on, yellow. Oh, 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 oh.
That's a fine snooker. Well played.
Lovely. So we've got a chance. It's not over yet.
Successfully gets out the snooker, but he's left an opportunity here.
This is a fine chance.
One.
Don't know what Judd Trump was thinking then. Absolutely no clue.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket. Beautiful.
7.
Got to be pretty perfect with these reds, though.
8.
A little bit too straight on the black.
He's played that very well.
15. 16.
So, pink was the plan.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Funnily enough, we overhit that and it's worked
22.
quite well. Funny how that happens sometimes.
This should be pretty straightforward.
23.
So the thinking is, like so.
They'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
Not going to be easy, this isn't.
That's a beauty.
But we're doing okay at the moment.
29.
Get one red out of the way and all of a sudden it becomes significantly easier to get the other one out of the way.
30.
A little bit too straight on the pink this time. So black it is. That's a decent chance for the red. Can we steal this from Judd Trump?
37.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. What a top shot that is.
Really impressive cueing.
Overhit that.
38.
What do we look like on the blue? Not bad at all.
Well, no surprises here with the long
Big
pot
shot.
attempt. Well, that's just outstanding. Superb pot.
43.
Only the colours remaining.
It's just these colours to combat for a full clearance. And a lead of 4-1.
45.
Wow. We've played some of the best snooker we have in all of our episodes so far. In all 131 episodes, I think, in this tournament. Long may that continue.
52.
So it's level now. Just these three colours remaining.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Great shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding.
And the
effort.
pink will put us 3-1 up.
57.
Well, this'll clinch the frame.
They didn't seem too pleased about that, did they? Christ. That was a frame I'm very proud of. What a comeback. Didn't think we could do it, but a clearance of 70 from an available 75. And we're 4-1 up.
I do the sixth frame. Neil Robertson to break.
Let's make it 5. Ooh, well, lucky that. Could very easily be Trump. Could very easily be Judd Trump 3-2 or 4-1, you know. He's been in first in most of these frames. But we've pinched a few. The tide has turned. Oh, he's missed the red. Well, goodness me.
Well, that'll annoy him.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson, 4. Free ball.
So, after the foul, what's he going to do?
What do we do? Good question.
Well, he's taken the free ball option here.
Surely we're just best taking on the yellow. Goodness me. Right.
Down it goes.
That should be it. No real way for the opponent to win the frame.
Hey?
1.
Calm down, gents. I know we've been playing well, but not that well. Oh, that's a glitch and a half. Dear. If you didn't catch that, apparently we won the frame. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Really nice.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Deary me. Would have been best to check if we were on the red, and we certainly are.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
That's a bit
That's an
loose.
excellent pot.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
7.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Good pop. Where's the red going? We get away with
Hasn't
it.
really worked out at all.
That's just gone too far. That's unfortunate, that. Really is. Just play into these reds. Try and block any sort of path to that
Neil
red to the
Robertson, 14.
top pockets.
Touching ball.
Right. That was a weird shot.
He's
Bit of a
taken
shot
it
to
off.
nothing here. Oh, we've only
An
potted it.
absolutely
Bloody hell.
outstanding pot.
Anything we touch turns to gold at the moment.
He'll be happy with that.
1.
I mean, we might as well just play the snooker
the
here. There isn't
intention
really
here
much
is to
chance of
drop it
getting
behind
anything
the green.
else. Playing some
Well, he's
awesome
got it.
snooker.
Great shot.
Wow.
Neil Robertson,
Might struggle to get out of this one. Oh, he's just about missed the bloody blue.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
foul and a miss. Neil Robertson,
play on.
4.
He's chosen to play on here. So, this pot into the right corner.
Cracking red.
Beautifully done.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
It's all about chipping away. This isn't going to be one of those frames where it's red, black,
One.
red, black, red, black. Not that many of them have been so far, admittedly. In fact, we're just going to pile on the misery. I know Judd doesn't like this kind of play.
played that very
He's
well.
against it.
Neil Robertson, 1.
But at the moment, what else can we do?
That's a poor shot. A really poor shot.
He's got out. But I think if we just go light here, we've definitely got a chance.
He'll be
Come on,
disappointed
drop.
with that.
Ah! It was tight. And Judd Trump has got a
One.
chance. It was tight. I just hoped it would knock off one draw and go in. So this is his chance to bring it back to 4-2. At the end of this episode.
7.
The commentators will be stunned. The frame's not over.
13.
I don't regret going for that red, by the way.
20. 21.
That's a great pot.
Interesting choice of shot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
27.
delicate touch required here.
28.
I'm just waiting for when he's going to whack these reds open. That would really signal the end of the frame. Nope, still not interested.
35.
As he shouldn't be, to be honest. I mean, you can play those two reds that are in a line next to each other, away from that square of 4. You can play those two
36.
without splitting anything up.
43.
But he's elected to change his tactic and just get the one loose red.
51.
What's his plan here? Good one, get to the middle pocket. I don't think it does. Yeah, just playing a safety here.
Judd trump. 51.
He's
Get
attempting
this
to
behind
get
the black.
tight on the cushion.
That's a nice shot.
That's an excellent shot and a challenging snooker.
And that left Judd in a spot of bother. And it's given us a chance.
This looks pretty simple.
Once again, another opportunity that Judd Trump could not finish. Not going to be easy for us, though. By any stretch. Got to be a little creative. And certainly try to be
No
that.
real problem here.
Nine.
The long pot's on and he's going for it.
Wonderful shot.
14.
That whole thinking 2 or 3 shots ahead thing is really important.
15.
But maybe this wasn't thinking ahead. Let's get a little bit inventive.
This will test his technique.
Beautiful striking.
Nice.
20. $21.
It's great when you're enjoying your snooker and you're in a flow, isn't it? It really is. So another comeback in a frame. It's usually the other way around. We're usually getting first. We've got a great chance to go into that interval with an absolutely
29.
awesome lead.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
34.
Might not be as easy as that, though.
Just the colours now. Well, an excellent pot.
Excellent cueing.
What's the position like on that
36.
green? Not too bad, actually.
$39.
If you told me in frame 2 that when Judd Trump was knocking the balls around for fun, that we'd lead 5-1
Important pot here.
at this interval, I'd just laugh at you.
That should be it. No real way for the opponent to win the frame now.
But we've come back here. We've been so strong so far. And if we can continue this into the next session, that would be absolutely fantastic. So another great clearance here. This will be a clearance of 61. And with that clearance, we take a lead going into the interval of 5 frames to 1. Wow.
And that is the frame.
Thank you, the 7th frame.
So we'll just let Judd Trump break for this 7th frame. And then we'll call it a day. Judd Trump in serious need of a winning frame. And that whole 3 at the end of frame 2. This could be a match where it's 1 each, 2 each, 3 each. That's been blown out the water. At the moment, it is 5 frames to 1. So you'll have to check back in a couple of days to see how the second session goes. And if the second session goes just like that one did, we'll only need 1 more frame to lift the trophy. But Trump will have a comeback, I am sure. An interval changes things. It always does. For the better for Trump, possibly, hopefully, to improve our play even more. What a session. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts as well and subscribe for the other 2 sessions of the Shanghai Masters Final. If you're watching this a little bit further on in the future, in the end screen in just a minute will be a link to the second session. But if you're watching this before the other videos come out, I recommend going and having a look at some of the stuff that might interest you on the end screen elements. But thank you very much for your company today. I have been TIJ Gaming, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.